after having a couple kids, you can get a little soft. Just like I said, just hearing that made me kind of tear up a little bit. Just because it's an honor to be, obviously in the likes of some of the recipients have already received this award. But just to be considered and having the heart of a farmer, and I know how much that means to the state of Iowa, the University of Iowa, and even people back home where I was able to help for all those years, not even knowing that this award was even going to be presented to myself or whatever. I was just out there doing it as a young kid, trying to build my character and earn honestly a couple dollars to buy some new basketball shoes for the game on Friday night. So it's truly an honor and to be accepting this award. With guys like Chad Greenway and Tony Moaki and just guys I've always looked up to, and that's just a few. Brian Balaga, guys that I've always admired as men, teammates, and all that. So thank you so much for this award, and I guess I'll open it up to questions.
All right, Mikey, your first question will come from Scott Docterman.
Scott, what's up, man?
What's up, Micah? It's great to see you.
You too,
How
man.
are you? Congratulations on a fantastic career in the NFL. It's been
Thank
fun
you.
following you all those years. But
Thank you so much, man. Miss
yeah,
your face.
yeah, it's good to see you. I wanted to ask you about what did you learn at Iowa about perseverance, work ethic under Kirk Ferentz, under Phil Parker,
Yeah.
and how did you apply it to being able to play in the NFL as long as you did?
Well, I think listening to Coach Ferentz every single day in a team meeting and having, Coach Parker in the meetings and stuff like that, um, not knowing back then when I was 18 to 22 years old that, they're developing you as men, right? So it's way past football. Like take the cleats off, take the helmet off, take the pads off. They're trying to make you become a better man. And I think that when you run a program that way, um, you're always going to be successful. And people can say, hey, Iowa hasn't won a national championship, or they're averaging 8-win season every year, and blah 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 blah. Well, that might possibly be true, but at the end of the day, all the guys that you can say that got recruited there went and played football for 4 or 5, possibly 6 years. And when they got done, they were better men. And I feel like I would rather be a part of that program than any other program in the nation. Being run by Coach Ferentz, just the knowledge that he speaks every single day, the discipline, the way he approaches each and every game, each and every situation. He'll teach you the X and O's of football for sure, but it's in a way that is going to make you understand life post football. And I feel like going to the University of Iowa and being a part of that program, it was hard, man. It was sacrifice. It was tough early mornings, which I know a lot of football programs are like that. And I had to give up a lot to make it through and all that, through the 4 years of being there. But once I got done, it's like you're like, wow, like I understand why they do the things they do. And obviously being a dad and being a husband now and just having that discipline within my life is going to carry me for the rest of my life.
Next question will be from Mitch Fick.
Hey, Micah, congrats, man.
Thank you, Mitch. Appreciate it, man.
Uh, Tell me a little bit about just the stuff you were doing on farms growing up. I know that can be a little bit of everything, and then just being from Fostoria, from what I can tell, that's a town with a rich tradition in industry and railroads. I mean, that's a place where I imagine whether you want it or not, your work ethic is going to be built from a lot of hardworking folks there.
Yeah, yeah, Fostoria, Ohio, man. It's a beautiful place. Not much to do. The whole community. I was raised by a single mother. Um, Growing up with 3 siblings, so the whole community raised us. My friends' parents, and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's Fostoria, Ohio, and then along those lines, just on mornings, Saturday mornings or Sunday mornings where I didn't have sports, having a family friend invite us to the farm. Throughout the years, he's always had like one main point of contact, right? So before me, there was um, 2 other guys, a guy named Jason, another guy named JT, and then it came to me, and I was like the main point of contact to be able to get guys to work on the farm, right? But I would always go out there, solo or bring a friend or bring some other football players, and we would go out there and work, and we would bale hay, bale straw. Um, Man, we would walk through the fields on cold nights and pick up, big stones, boulders out of the field so that the tractors can go through. We would, man, we did a bunch of projects out there. He had a quarry out there, so we cleaned out the entire quarry, kind of made a little beach area, put in a waterfall, did stuff like that. And honestly, I think that's my brother's senior project, but he didn't really do much, but that was kind of on us. But don't spread that word. Um, but there was a lot of things that we did out there just on the daily basis, and obviously along with cleaning up after the cows, cleaning up after the sheep. Um, Man, I can probably go on for 2 days about all the projects that we did out there.